Hey everyone, Jane here from Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now, you guessed it, you're looking at the brand new 2021 Rav4 Prime. So this is a long anticipated vehicle, and I'm going to give you a walk around. I'm going to try and show you as many features as I possibly can. Of course, I just got my hands on this one as well, so if I do miss something or if you'd like to know some more about the vehicle, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. And or come on down to 110 Canam Cres here in the Brampton Auto Mall and come speak with one of our salespeople, and they'd be more than willing to walk you through all of the features and specs of this beautiful 2021 Rav4 Prime. But back to our walk around, let's start at the front here. As you can see, we have this beautiful sport styled grille. Also keep in mind that this is the XSE trim level, so this is the mid-grade trim level. There's one below and there's an XSE technology package just above this one. However, what they all have in common is this blue wrapping around that Toyota emblem right at the front there to symbolize that you are driving a hybrid vehicle. All chrome accenting as well, which I think adds a very nice, elegant look. We have LED daytime running lights that are vertical, if you can see right there in the front bumper. We also have your LED headlights, and we do have LED taillights in this vehicle as well. On the sides here, we have 19-inch alloy wheels. They are a premium alloy wheel. I love the look of them. Definitely a little different than last year. This vehicle is built on a TNGA platform, and one dead giveaway of that is where the side view mirrors are located. In previous generations, they were up here just on the window. Now they're just down here, which creates a little more visibility for your driver. You can see that we have an all-wheel drive little chrome badge there on the rear door. And yes, this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. It is an electronic on-demand all-wheel drive too, so it has a separate motor for the rear wheels. We have, of course, your chrome accenting on the back here, including your Rav4 Prime as well as the XSE. It is a power liftgate. Also, this two-tone, I absolutely love it. It's done in this like piano black material, so it is glossy throughout. Kind of like the XSE from the 2020 Rav4 hybrids. Very similar. We have chrome on the top of the windows, black underneath them. And there you have it, guys. Also keep in mind for the suspension of this vehicle, it is a sport-tuned suspension. So there you have it, the exterior of the 2021 Rav4 Prime. Let's bring you guys inside. So just before I bring you inside of this beautiful SUV, I just wanted to show you what your key fob is going to look like. So it looks just like this. As you can see, there's no physical key on here. This is our smart key system. There is a key just inside of the key fob for emergency reasons, and this also is your remote starter. So to do that, you just want to press the lock button twice and hold it for the third time, and it will start for you. However, keep in mind with our remote starters, they are only included for, I believe it's a year, and then after that it is a subscription basis. So if you are interested in the remote starter, make sure you look into that. I believe it is on our website for you guys. But back to the beautiful vehicle. Bringing you completely inside here. On our driver's door, we have automatic windows. All four are automatic up and down. We have your power locks, your power adjustable side view mirrors, which are heated, by the way. We have a satin chrome finish on your interior door handle. On your door sill here, it does say Rav4, and it is an 8-way power adjustable driver seat with lumbar support. The seats themselves are a Softex and sport fabric material, and they have that beautiful red patterning going down the center of them, as well as the red stitching. Quite an elegant, sport-like look, to be honest. Inside, just to the left of your steering wheel, we have quite a few controls. This one here will dim the lights on your dash. This is part of our Toyota Safety Sense, which in this vehicle, it comes with Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. This is our automatic high beams. You have your windshield wiper de-icer. We do have a heated steering wheel, and you do have your power liftgate. On the steering wheel itself, it is a tilt and telescopic adjustable steering wheel, and it is leather wrapped with that red stitching just on the inside, so it accents really nicely with the rest of the vehicle. You have tons of controls, including all of your audio controls. You also have your Bluetooth button. You have some volumes down here and your voice recognition. You have some Toyota Safety Sense controls as well. So as I mentioned, we have Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, which does come with your dynamic radar cruise control, which is a full speed. You also have your lane departure alert with steering assist. And then if you just look up here, which is your 7-inch multi-information display, you have a couple more. So you do have your pre-collision system as well. That is part of your Toyota Safety Sense. On top of the Toyota Safety Sense, we have a blind spot monitor system, as well as your rear cross traffic alert system. So lots of settings in there. There's also tons of other pages. So make sure you go through this when you are coming to look at the Rav4 Prime. But let's bring it into the center here and talk a little about entertainment. So in the center, we have our 9-inch touchscreen display. It does come integrated with AM, FM radio, as well as satellite, Bluetooth, a USB input. It does have Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto and our connected services. So there's lots of different app type programs that you can use. If you just click app, you have to download the Toyota app. It will pop up with a bunch of different stuff in that screen for you as well. We also have, sorry, bear with me. We also have your rear, your backup camera, my apologies. And it is a dynamic backup camera. So as I turn my steering wheel, you can see that those yellow lines are turning to direct you where you're going to go. Just underneath that screen, we have your dual zone automatic climate control. They are big knobs here, so it's nice and easy to control when you're in the car on the go. You can save it so that it goes to the driver settings. So as you can see, it's at 23 and 18.5. As soon as I click this sync button, they will both go to the driver's preferred setting. Just underneath that is where you can find your traction control as well as your heat seat control. You do have a high and low setting for both your driver and passenger seat. And just beneath that is where you can find your chargers. So you have your typical car charger just back there, and you do have your USB charger. Sorry, bear with me as I pop this open. My gloves aren't letting me do this. There we go. So you have your USB charger. Now, just so you are aware, if you are using your Android Auto and or your Apple CarPlay, make sure that you are plugging it into this specific USB. There are a couple more in your center console, but this one is the one that will control the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And it is very conveniently right beside your wireless charging pad. So just make sure that light is on and you have wireless charging as well down there for you. All right. So moving it a bit further back here, you can see that we have an automatic transmission. It's actually an electronically controlled CVT transmission in this vehicle. You can flip it over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to make those gear changes yourself. They are simulated gear points though, just keep that in mind. You also have your electronic parking brake as well as your parking brake hold. The hold function, what it allows you to do is if you're at a red light, let's say it's one of those really extended red lights and you don't want to have your foot depressing the brake pedal the whole time, it will actually keep your vehicle at a standstill until you press on the gas and it will continue to move without having to shift your gears. You have your HV and EV buttons, so you can have it on auto or you can choose to do it yourself. We also have a couple more settings. We have eco setting, sport setting, as well as normal. When you change that, all the colors are going to change, including this button and up in your multi-information display. So once I click normal, you can see that it goes back to black, and then sport, it turns red. Again, it works down here as well. And the last setting that you have is your trail setting. You have your 2 cup holders down the center, and in your center console here, as I mentioned, you have 2 more charging USB outlets. I did touch on the seat surfaces. They are a Softex leather with a sport fabric mix and the beautiful patterning going all the way down the center of them. Up top, we have a power moonroof, and we have our interior light controls here as well as your SOS Safety Connect. So that is how you're going to register for all of your fun infotainment things, as well as if you do get into a collision, it will automatically notify emergency services for you. So yet another wonderful safety safety mechanism, I should say, that they've included in this beautiful Rav4. So there you have it, guys, the front seat of the 2021 Rav4 Prime. So bringing you into the rear seat of the Rav4 Prime, as you can see, that Softex and sport fabric material is carried throughout. Again, you have that beautiful patterning going down the center of the seat, so it's not just comfortable, it's also eye-catching. You have contoured front seat backs in this vehicle. So what that means is there's just a bit of a curve to the seat, which allows for a little more leg space from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. So I'm about 5'8". I have this set to where I drive, and I still have quite a bit of room for me to the seat in front of me. I can sit back here quite comfortably. Also, we do have seat back pockets in both your driver as well as your passenger side seat. We have bottle holders in both the doors. You do have your vents back here so you can get your heat or your AC to keep you comfortable. And there are 2 more charging USB outlets in the back here. So if you do have 2 passengers back here with dead cell phones, no problem, my friend. They can charge it without having to run cords to the front of the vehicle. Last thing to point out, or second last thing I should say, is our center seat here does flip down. It gives you access to 2 cup holders as well as an armrest. And the last thing to point out is the fact that we do have a 2-way adjustable recliner. So if you wanted a bit more reclined, you can do that. So there you have it, the rear space. Oh, I lied, there's one more. We do have heated rear seats in the Prime XSE. So everyone in this vehicle is going to be nice and comfortable. So there you have it, the rear seat for the Rav4 Prime. So cargo space for the Rav4. There's quite a few ways to get into the trunk. There's a button just inside where the driver sits. There's a button on your key fob, or you can press the button that I just did right underneath that chrome Toyota emblem, and it will open up for you. Also, this liftgate is height adjustable. So if you are a bit shorter of a person, you don't want to have to try and jump to close that every time. No problem, you can open it to a bit shorter of a setting. Inside of the trunk, we have tons of space, as you can see, and I'm sure you can see this pile here. So included in this pile are your summer mats. We do have tub style winter mats, and this here is your charging cord so that you can plug your car into a regular household outlet and have it charging, say, in your garage overnight. We have your cargo mat here as well, and it does come included with a tonneau cover. So this just pulls and inserts into those little slips on either side, and it keeps everything out of the eyes of the passengers. You have a little cargo light back here so you can see what you're doing if you're setting stuff up, say at a campsite, or if you need to charge something, blow up an air mattress, anything along those lines, you do have another charging outlet just in the back. The second row seats do fold flat as well, so if you have, say, a snowboard or golf club, something along those lines that you think might not fit into the trunk space, you can fold either the 60 or the 40 half down of the rear seats and fit longer materials in there. And you can also still have room for some passengers, so pretty great little mechanism. To close your lift gate, you have a little button right here. Just press it once and it will automatically close for you. So of course I saved the best for last, the part that you're all waiting for, the engine. So underneath the hood of this 2021 Rav4 Prime, we do have a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, and it does work simultaneously with our hybrid Synergy drive. So there actually are 3 motors in this vehicle: your main one, your hybrid Synergy drive, and as well as your all-wheel drive motor. So having that separate motor, what that allows you to do is get really, really quick, really, really fast. So to give you an example, this Rav4 gets to 96 kilometers an hour in 5.7 seconds. Yes, it's really quick. It does have 302 net horsepower. I believe it's the second quickest in our lineup right now, with the exception of the Supra. And its fuel efficiency, if you can believe it, sits at 5.1 combined for city and highway driving for 100 kilometers. So there you have it, guys, the brand new 2021 Rav4 Prime. I hope you love it as much as I do. Please feel free to leave comments or questions in the section below. Check out our Instagram, Snapchat, or our Facebook, all under Attrell Toyota. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to press subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Have a great one.